You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, in case you have not been paying attention, there is some major drama going down with the Pat McAfee show and Aaron Rodgers and his appearances. Yesterday, he took what can only be described as a fantastic swipe at Jimmy Kimmel over the Epstein list. We know there's a list that's getting closer and closer to being revealed, and a lot of people, I think, in and around Hollywood is in a code red right now. They're getting very, very nervous. Now, we know Aaron Rodgers, he does not hold back. I think Pat, most of the time, puts him on the YouTube-only part of that, so it's uncensored, but Pat McAfee show is on ESPN. Jimmy Kimmel's on ABC. Guess what they both have in common? They're owned by Disney. Okay, now, in case you're wondering, I will never come off of this. All this hate from these celebrities and all these media members on Aaron Rodgers started from one word and one word only: immunized. This is still about him not wanting to disclose to them, like they're entitled to it, his vaccination status. So he's been public enemy number one ever since. You add in the fact that he publicly endorsed Robert Kennedy Jr., who is on another one on the media's hit list. Then you mix in the fact that Jimmy Kimmel suffers from a heavyweight champion version of Trump derangement syndrome, and you've got a concoction of chaos going on, and it is all getting ratcheted up a notch. This is going to get very interesting. By the way, this was, I believe, last year sometime. Jimmy Kimmel went after Aaron Rodgers last year during his show.
Aaron Rodgers reportedly received a homeopathic treatment over the summer instead of the vaccine. You know, we should have known, because nothing says I heal myself with crystals like this haircut. I mean, that little knot on top. Aaron is a Karen. That's the fact of the matter.
See, they have been going after Aaron Rodgers for quite some time. This is nothing new at this point. So, Aaron Rodgers went on the Pat McAfee show, Pat McAfee Tuesdays. This is what he said yesterday.
Seller for this thing.
A lot of people, including Jimmy Kimmel, are really hoping that doesn't.
All right. Obviously, a clip from this particular program was run on Jimmy Kimmel's show. Whenever Aaron brought up the list, and then Jimmy mocked him for it. Mm-hmm. Aaron has not forgotten about that, but here we are, sitting right in front of that nice bottle of scotch. Mm-hmm. What do you say? I'm waiting to celebrate something.
Oh, yeah.
He's been waiting for
the one.
You've been waiting for
Yeah, I'll tell you what, if that list comes out, I definitely will be popping some sort of bottle.
Hey, you've been calling for it for a few years now. Anyone else notice this? Oh.
My God.
Okay, so he just come out and said he would pop some kind of a bottle once the Epstein list gets released. And that started a shitstorm. And Jimmy Kimmel fired back, "Dear asshole, for the record, I have not met, flown with, visited, or had any contact whatsoever with Epstein, nor will you find my name on any, quote, list other than the clearly phony nonsense that soft-brained wackos like yourself can't seem to distinguish from reality. Your reckless words put my family in danger. Keep it up, and we will debate the facts further in court." At Aaron Rodgers. So he's threatening legal action against Aaron Rodgers. Well, the plot thickens, folks. The plot thickens because this is what happened. This is AJ Perez of Front Office Sports. By the way, there's all kinds of pronouns in his handle, just to give you an idea of where we're at. I have messages into Disney. ESPN does censor the Pat McAfee show's language when it airs the show. Pat McAfee's YouTube feed runs uncensored. Could ESPN air a block of replacement programming if McAfee insists on bringing Rodgers on? So you see what that says. Right there, okay? Now, Kimmel, this was last February, took another shot at Aaron Rodgers.
Needless to say, all this UFO talk has the tinfoil hatters going wild, including Green Bay whackpacker Aaron Rodgers, who offered this hot take on the Pat McAfee show.
I believe that this has been going on for a long time. Interesting timing on everything. There's a lot of other things going on in the world. Did you hear about the Epstein client list about to be released too?
What's that? What are you talking about?
There's some files that have some names on it that might be getting released pretty soon.
Oh. Might be time to revisit that concussion protocol, Aaron.
That was an unsolicited attack by Jimmy Kimmel on Aaron Rodgers. All right, tinfoil hatter and all that kind of thing. By the way, Aaron Rodgers' ex-left tackle, David Bakhtiari, crushed Jimmy Kimmel over that. So the plot thickens. An ESPN spokesperson has declined comment to Front Office Sports when asked if the network is examining Rodgers' future on the Pat McAfee show. Then it takes this turn. Have we seen the last of Aaron Rodgers on the Pat McAfee show? Bob Iger may have to insert himself into this situation given that Jimmy Kimmel Live is ABC, Pat McAfee is ESPN, are both broadcast by Disney properties. So that makes you wonder right here and now, is Aaron Rodgers' appearances on the Pat McAfee show in jeopardy because of the fact that Jimmy Kimmel's owned by Disney? And so is ESPN. This was all of our fears when Pat McAfee's show, and occasionally I still watch it, but when he left YouTube only, one of the big fears was that Disney or ESPN or ABC or whatever would step in and either censor and or remove the show and or remove certain personalities from the show like Aaron Rodgers. And let's be real, Aaron Rodgers Tuesday on the Pat McAfee show, it has become must-see content. All right? He's always dropping something, and he's not afraid to push back against the mainstream narrative. He doesn't care. He's unapologetic about it. And it's kind of funny that a celebrity like Jimmy Kimmel, who is constantly attacked, along with all these other media personalities, Aaron Rodgers over various issues, including his vaccination status, all of a sudden now you're butthurt? Now you're rubbed the wrong way? And the fact that Bob Iger's brought up in this makes you wonder, has Jimmy Kimmel already contacted Bob Iger? I mean, is that a thing? Is that already in motion? It makes you wonder what's going to be the status of Aaron Rodgers Tuesdays going forward. Is there going to be such a thing anymore? We're talking about the CEO of Disney who owns ABC and ESPN. You know, I mean, that's why everybody so desperately wanted and had wished that Pat McAfee had remained independent of everything, like ESPN of all places. That was the big fear. And here we are, right now. ESPN is being asked to comment. Jimmy Kimmel's threatening lawsuits. I mean, how many lawsuits could Trump threaten Jimmy Kimmel with over all the attacks that he's led on him and his family? Question mark? Just wondering. I'm just throwing that out. Because, yeah, if you've seen any clips from Jimmy Kimmel's show, it was a non-stop assault. It's crazy. And I guess Kimmel doesn't believe in freedom of speech. You know? So, tell me what you think. This is taking an interesting turn. Aaron Rodgers has a lot of people very, very butthurt on a weekly basis, and I'm here for it. I love it. It's great. Aaron Rodgers, I said this on my X, has become more likable by the week over the last couple of years. He doesn't give a shit, and that's awesome. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.